FindTime allows you to poll meeting attendees to find the most appropriate time for a meeting. We know in Outlook that you can use other people's availability to schedule a meeting through the scheduling assistant. The same applies if you're scheduling a meeting through Teams. But we don't know the best time for those attendees. Also, if there are no available times, let's say you're scheduling a half-day event, we'd like to know the best date for those attending, as perhaps some of their meetings could be cancelled or moved. Finally, FindTime is particularly useful when scheduling meetings with people outside of Cardiff Met, because you can't see their availability through the scheduling assistant. If you look at the screenshot of the IT training at Gmail account, we can't see their availability. So let's have a look at how we can use FindTime to schedule or to poll meeting attendees. Share my screen. Okay. I noticed Teams does this quite a lot. It crashes slightly when I share my screen. Can you just confirm that you can see my screen by typing in the chat, please? There's nothing on it at the moment. Let me pull something over. No, you can't see my screen. Can you see it now? Yes, thanks. Okay. Okay, so FindTime is a plugin for Outlook. It should be available to you in about 10 hours time. I'll come back to that in a second. To use it, once it's installed, you create a new email or calendar invite and invite some people. So if I invite my colleagues in the digital skills team, I'll invite that external email address. And I'll invite Joe training account. And you use the new meeting poll option to initiate FindTime. Then you set a duration for your meeting. So let's set it to an hour for now. FindTime shows the availability on the panel on the right-hand side, if availability can be seen. Okay, so we can see suggested times that people are free, but obviously not that external account. Actually, let's make it a half-day event, 4 hours. Okay, so it will suggest times. If you want to sort the times by time, you can change that option there. So I'm going to add this 9 o'clock time to the poll and 1 o'clock as well. I can select multiple days. And then click next. And then you set the location. So I'm going to set this as a Teams meeting. And then you set the meeting options. Most of these are fairly self-explanatory, but if you hover your mouse over them, you will see the full details. I'm going to add those times to the email. And then send that. The recipients don't need FindTime installed. So what happens when they receive that email? Looks a bit like this. Okay, they get an email, they click on when to open up the potential times. And then they can vote on those times. They can choose yes or no, and they can express preferences as well. Okay, so when people have voted, the meeting organizer is notified, and then when everyone's voted or whenever they want really, they can schedule that meeting at the most appropriate time.